Live Show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your poplar. Tropical morning for your royalty. Love and live empire bringing all the heat. You wanna taste that heat? Try to taste the heat. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Dynamite's the truth. Have you
Favorite nephew, Lenora. She know it's the truth.
Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it, it's
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live show.
love and live.
It's the love and live
We like to having fun.
Get up, please stay. Love and live. Get up, please stay. Love and live.
Love and live each day as if it was your last.
The love and live show.
Smooches.
The love and live show.
Yep.
Visit Love and Live Shops.com.
To buy some teas,
yeah,
you can get them at loveandliveshop.com. We got flavors like the royalty with pineapple and blackberry.
We got the crazy mint with
peppermint and spearmint.
And we have our
orange dreamsicle
with orange and vanilla.
Delicious. Get them all at loveandliveshop.com.
All right, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the Love and Live show. It's me, Eli, without Queen Lenora because she's unfortunately away for this live for today. So I'm here today. We're continuing the ritual of doing relationship advice. So you guys already know every Wednesday here on the Love and Live show, we chop it up with you guys and we do relationship advice. All right. So we got some crazy topics to talk about today. And if you guys are in the chat, well, feel free to just drop any relationship related questions into the chat. And, I'll get to them. All right. So we got some folks I see already in the chat. I want to go ahead and take a little time to welcome them in. But before I do that, I always come on here with Queen Lenora and we talk about what the title and thumbnail is. So even though Queen Lenora is not here for today, I'm still going to do that part. And you guys can probably see the title is, where did this money come from? All right, where did this money come from? So obviously we got somebody's partner is wondering where this money is coming from. And then we could take a little further look and go to the thumbnail and see what's some more of what's going on with that. And you guys most likely already seen the thumbnail. So I don't know if I'll go and pop that all up, but for sure you see the message. Where did this money come from? And you know what? Forget it. I'll pop up the thumbnail. We're gonna get the thumbnail going on for y'all. Even though Queen Lenora is not present and she's present in the thumbnail, I'm gonna still show you guys what it looked like. So here is the thumbnail right here. Wife is a you can't see all the way. I'm gonna move it up. Wife is a criminal. So this person thinks that their wife is a criminal, and he's asking, where did you get this money from? So that's what we're gonna be talking about. We have that and many other topics. That's our big one for today. And we got some folks in the chat. We're gonna go ahead and welcome them in. Hopefully Queen Lenora could possibly join us or something like that. But as of right now, she's away. And we have some people asking questions about that. So I guess we can go into that. Before I welcome you in, somebody said, oh no, where's Aunt Lenora today? She does this thing called acting up. And so that's kind of where she's in right now. Now that might not be a physical place she's in, but that's like the state of mind that she's in. Is what we call acting up. So Queen Lenora is currently acting up right now. And so with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and welcome some people in. All right, start from the top. When you hear what do you think? Cause I think Sleazy. Sleazy in the building. What's good with it, Sleazy? Sleazy said love and live. All right, peace to the chat. Sleazy. Okay, you ain't had to talk about me falling out the chair. Okay, all right. Look, you acting up. And Sleazy said, I ain't heard this in a minute. All night long. The chocolate and chicken wings, had to get into it, get with it. We got our favorite cookie critter. And she's up in a certain kind of house. We've got Oreo Mouse Dollhouse. Welcome in. We got Oreo. She's saying, hello, Aunt Lenora and Eli. How are you doing today? What's going on? How you doing today, Oreo? I'm doing actually pretty good today. All right, man.
Really only act up today.
See, look, I told you she's in the state of mind right now, which we call act up. So we're gonna be right back, and Queen Lenora's gonna join us finally for the stream. Here we go.
Are you looking to buy some teas?
Yeah.
You can get them at loveandliveshop.com.
I don't like this conversation people are having about me.
Oh, you don't like this conversation? Now we got Queen Lenora back.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Love and Live show.
look.
Hey, welcome to the Love and Live show.
All right, we're going to go ahead and continue to welcome some people
Okay.
in. We've got Sweetheart. What's going on, Sweetheart? Sweetheart says hi. How's it going? And earlier, Oreo asked, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Oreo. How's my sweetie doing? How's my little niece doing?
All right, Sweetheart said, how are you doing today, nephew, Chris, and Queen?
We're doing good.
Doing pretty good, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Eli be on the act up.
Just Queen Lenora be on the act up. You know how it goes. But anyway, with that, we also got somebody in the place. We're going to go ahead and welcome her in. We've got Stay.
Hey,
Stay
how you
says
doing?
hello. What's going on,
How's everything going?
Stay?
Stay.
Thank you for being in here. All right, nice to see you.
Yes, it is so nice to see you.
Okay,
yes.
so what's going on, Queen? Are you back in the building?
Yeah.
What's going on
Well,
with
you was acting like I wasn't coming today, so I was like, oh, well, I will be quiet because he was acting up. Okay.
Yeah. Look, stay. You're tardy for the party. Absolutely. Queen
I
Lenora
am.
is that. And,
Yeah,
I just
got
couldn't
mess
believe
all
it.
over me, y'all.
When
Okay.
Queen Lenora told me she was going to be late, I was just like, are you serious right now?
Okay, so you guys already know that I'm just going to have to be upfront with y'all. I'm on low carb.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm doing this intermittent fasting.
Yep.
So I can remember what time that I started eating yesterday. I know it was after one, but I was like, we're not doing that today. Like, we're gonna eat a little bit earlier, okay? So that's what it was. So I was in there making me a sandwich.
She was over here making a sandwich. Now, mind you, her opening window she usually do is 12, right? So I'm confused why she waits a whole hour.
Because I was doing business.
But she could have asked me to make a sandwich.
You were doing business.
You could have asked me to make you a sandwich. As much stuff that was going on, even 30 minutes ago, you could have asked me to make you a sandwich.
So we're not going to
Even
sit here and
20
talk
minutes
about
ago.
the queen, okay?
Even
Queen,
at 12,
Queen,
literally.
I wasn't
12
keeping up with
o'clock
the
on
time,
dot, you could
Eli.
have asked for a sandwich. I'm just saying,
Cruising the streets.
some people just be acting up, but
Yeah.
we're going to go ahead.
But anyway, so I'm trying my best. Okay, so I had to get my hero bread because I'm on this here. I love hero. You get this good bread. I like the seeded one. I don't know why I like the seeded one better than the white bread.
So now y'all getting a
But hold on.
ASMR
So
sandwich
this is hero
mukbang,
bread for you low carbers.
low
if you're trying to be
carb
low
edition,
carb.
keto,
This is
low
the
carb
seeded
edition.
one. And even though I don't really like the sunflower seeds, just because it's hard for me to chew it. This bread is so soft and so good. Like, if you guys want a hero, Eli should put down the link so y'all can get 10% off. But it is so
Look, she said,
good.
You
I
can
be
get
on my
10%
hero
off
bread.
on this hero.
I'm telling you.
Like, drop the link. Like, drop the link so they can get 10%. This bread is too good.
This bread is
So-
good.
so
If you do a low
like
carb, you be thinking the main reason people don't like doing low carb is because you miss out on your bread, your potatoes, and your rice. So those are the main staples besides your sweets that you miss out on. And so when you can get some good bread here, oh my goodness, it is so good. Oh, and what's the other thing I wanted to say? The croissants.
Yeah.
It's so bomb. I was gonna make a cookie.
Ooh.
No, I'm not. I was gonna make a cookie croissant thing because Eli didn't get to try that one. But we don't have no eggs in the house, so I'm trying to get the guys to go to the store and get some eggs, so then I can show y'all a demo of that. But anyway, we're about to do relationship advice. So while I'm talking about relationship advice, I just want you guys to understand that we do have a relationship book called Becoming One.
Yeah, Becoming
for
One.
premarital, and even if you're married, it's having some issues in communicating and understanding. This book is even good for you guys. So, we always want to put that in there because it is relationship advice. And we be going through some things. So I hope you guys are ready for this relationship advice because I am. I want to know what these new questions is. And I guess I need to see the thumbnail that he was talking smack when I wasn't in the video.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and seek some other folks in the chat. All right, we also got Steve Gilmore. Steve is in the building saying good afternoon. What's up, family?
What's up, Steve?
How you doing, Steve? Thank you for joining us for today. We appreciate your presence. We appreciate it. And so we got Steve in the building. We also got somebody who is uniquely lavish.
Yes.
She steps up, declaring and demanding
Yes.
that I am
Shakita
Shakita
D.
D.
Hey,
All right, she
Shakita
letting
D.
you know who
How
she
you
is.
doing?
She's saying it loud and proud. She said, "Hey, beautiful people."
Hey.
She had to, spice it up a little bit, throw some emojis. All right, she got the purple flower. She's over here, purple heart. She's giving us flowers, and she came through with a graceful hug. So how you doing, Shakita?
How
Welcome,
you
man.
doing? How you
Welcome,
doing?
man. Oreo said she went to the grocery store yesterday, and she's saying good afternoon to everyone in the
Thank
chat.
you, baby.
All right.
Love you.
So we're gonna go ahead and get into this. So Queen Lenora did miss everything that's going on. We're gonna do this. Wife is a criminal. We're gonna move our heads up out the way.
Oh, she's a sweet
All
girl.
right. Wife is a criminal. Okay, what's going on with his wife? Apparently, she's doing some criminalities. All right. So wife is a criminal. You can see it
Does
right
that
there.
mean She's a smooth criminal like Michael Jackson said.
All right, well, we don't know. Apparently, she might not be smooth enough because the
Oh.
husband is asking, or he's saying that she's a criminal. So
She's smooth.
yeah, maybe she's smooth, maybe she's not.
probably
He
been
said,
doing it for
"Where
a
did
while."
this money come from?" That's what he's asking. Where did this money come from? And as you see in the thumbnail, it says the wife is a criminal. So he don't know what's going on. Is she a criminal? Is she not a criminal? Let's find out today here on the Love and Live show.
Oh, and Shakita, did you get your package? I'm asking everybody, did they get the package? Because I only got one person that told me they got their package. So please let me know if you guys got your package, because you know sometimes I don't know.
And with that being said, we got my mother in the building. It's sandwich. Bite, munch.
Okay.
We got
Mother.
sandwich,
Shut
munch.
up.
All right, we have Mother Earth Consultant. Mother Earth Consultant is in the building. It is a mukbang here live on the Love and Live show. Keto edition. Low carb edition. All right. ASMR edition. All right, so they say much. Yeah. Okay, so Shakita said it says it should arrive by the end of today.
Okay, just making sure.
All right, so with that being said, we are now stepping in.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I also did got everybody's email. So they have the tracking information.
Oh, good.
So I didn't.
Eli
I forgot
actually
to tell
did
you.
the shipping. I was really proud. I packed the boxes, and Eli actually shipped it, so I was really, really proud.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you that everybody's email. I want to get everybody's email. So with that being said, we stepping in, not on that note with the criminalities. We're not doing that one. That's not our first one for today. We do have some other ones we're going to get into. And so this is a more lighthearted one before we get into some more, pressing matters and issues. So this one, you see internet trolls and stuff like that. And, it's a thing that people just have fun, especially when you've got the barrier of, like, the internet. You don't have to worry about nothing because you're behind the screen. Mm-hmm. So, if you're on certain websites like YouTube, for example, you can make your username just about anything.
Yeah.
And go on a trolling rampage, and you'll be fine. Have some fun, dip out. It has nothing to do with your personal life, right?
Yeah.
So, this person here is having a problem, all right? Because their girlfriend, they found out their girlfriend is pretty much an internet troll. So he was, just came home from work a little earlier, so he was came by to stop and do a little visit. And he came in, he seen what she had up on the computer. And she literally just on a actual rampage. She got so many different types of sites, and she is just terrorizing everyone to the best of her abilities. And he came in, she's laughing. So he was, just confused. Oh, what's so funny, And while she went to the bathroom, he went over and seen what was up on her desktop, and she's literally just terrorizing everybody. Just and obviously it's enjoyable for her because she was laughing.
Yeah.
So he, has never seen this side of her, and he's just like, oh snap, like she's saying some pretty vile stuff to people, actually hurting people's feelings and stuff like that, and he kind of like, oh dang, he has kind of like a different outlook on her. Mm-hmm. So I mean, though this is his question, this is also kind of a question for everybody. How do you feel about that? And he wants to know, what should he do about this situation? Like, he really enjoys his partner, but now seeing this side, he's kind of like you don't know really how to take it. Stay said, does internet trolling make her a criminal? No, this is not the criminal question yet. We're not into the criminalities
Yeah, we're not
just yet.
This is a
This
different
is not
question.
the criminalities.
We haven't got there yet.
I said we're gonna do a nice rollout. Keep it nice and smooth before we get into the
what he
criminalities.
does is he teases us with the title, and then we don't get it until about 1:30, 1:45 is when we get it. So yeah.
So yeah, we just kind of starting up conversation, drumming things up a little bit before we get into that piece right there. But we know it might just be after the next question. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the chat. But you know, like Shakita laughing out on the rollout. So they said, yeah, internet trolling make her a criminal? No. I mean, you know, it depends on how far the trolling goes, though, because if she's over here doxing people, taking their information and throwing it out on the internet, that can slide into a criminal territory. So do you feel like, you know, somebody doing that, like actually affecting people's life, all behind the screen, do you feel like, you know, that's something you should think about? Well, I mean, it depends on how far we take this trolling, because, you know, there's things that people do like swatting. Well, they'll do a fake call and, you know, have somebody's house terrorized, or have the SWAT team come and, you know, build up a scenario. When they get there, nothing's really happening. But, of course, it's a SWAT team, so now you got to put your hands behind your back and do all that.
Is trolling on the internet, or is trolling...
It can transcend. That's what
I thought trolling is like when people get on our chat and say something stupid.
That is a form of trolling. It's just the severity.
So there's another form of trolling.
There's plenty. Trolling is just, you know, just messing with somebody pretty much. So it just depends on how far you're affecting them. But anyway, all he seen was her just doing some comments and stuff like that. Okay. But, you know, it's kind of, what if you've seen is like, you know, your partner's usually nice and kind, but on the internet, it's like they have a whole different persona. And now they talking crazy to people, and now they, you know, just going out their way to just be pretty vile. How would you feel about finding out that bit of information?
I honestly don't know.
Like, you know, so obviously I'm here, Eli, standing as your favorite nephew. What if I was over here and I have my phone unlocked, right? My notifications going off. Mm-hmm. You're not even being nosy, but you all of a sudden is just seeing like all this stuff. I'm over here cussing people out. I'm over here talking about your mama this, your mama that, doing all this different stuff. Mm-hmm. Or I'm, you know, part of people like actually messing with somebody on a live stream or something like that. How would that, you know, feel you? How would that make you feel? And
I'd be going off on you.
Shakita said alter ego vibes. And Stacey said internet trolls are weak.
Yeah, I would go off on you. You know I would. And I'd be yelling at you.
So that's what I'm saying. But imagine that being your partner, though. You find that out. So he's over here just, like he think that she's such a nice...
Stop doing that. Stop doing that. And then I will explain why it would be a problem with whatever I read and how that is. Mm-hmm. But that's how I felt when I was in the car with you with your music. Shoot, y'all don't know. I was like, who is this nephew right here? Okay, this nephew was listening to some music, and I was like, this.
So, yeah. With that being said, though, like you know, and of course, it always is the severity. You know, there's lighthearted trolling, people just messing around or talking crazy on the internet, doing stuff they wouldn't do in real life. But again, sometimes it pressures on the issue of there's actual real life consequences for something, you know, being done.
Yeah.
So, but all that to say, put simply, you find out there's a whole nother side of your partner that you haven't seen, and they're just being pretty much a vile person on the internet.
I would just talk to them. I mean, there's really not much you could do. Mm-hmm. People always want to get overly dramatic and whatever. I want to leave the person. Yeah. I'm not there. Why is this not being charged?
Well, it's over here. I'm gonna go get it. But he is not necessarily trying to leave. He's just like, he never thought nothing of this. You know, he never seen this side of her.
Like, I don't know this side of you. This is how you really are. Like, am I getting the fake or are they getting the fake? I mean, this is another side of you that I'm just not ready for. Mm-hmm. Like, those would be questions I would ask. I would have like 10 million questions to ask.
It is more so like questioning. You're not going to assume anything. You're going to just question. Or are you going to assume?
What makes me assume is if you don't answer my questions. Okay. If I'm asking all the questions, I'm not assuming anything. I think what people start assuming is because they're waiting. Like how he's talking to us first. Yeah. That's when his mind goes to assuming things. But if you just go right into asking questions, like right when you saw it, and be like, what's this? And why are you doing this? Yeah. And then she's being open and honest with it. You start losing out the assumption. Doesn't mean you're not going to assume, but it is not as
big of a deal. It's not. Oh, I'm over here messing up your coffee.
He got coffee by my sandwich, y'all.
All right, so yeah.
My plate.
Anyway,
but yeah, that's just really what it is. It's like you know, I don't just talk to her. You know, and ask why she does it. Cause I know I did some funny, crazy stuff when in the beginning of me and Chris's marriage, and I'll be on the phone. And I'll be tickled.
Mm-hmm.
I be on the internet and I be on the phone just doing stupid stuff that I ain't supposed to do. And I'm just tickled and laughing and all that. Chris just didn't pay me no attention. But I was telling him as it, so it wasn't like he just found out. He just like, my wife is silly. I didn't know that she was this silly. When we give her internet, this is how she act. That's how he was.
Yeah.
But it really is hard to say. I mean, what you guys think?
I mean, I feel like this is really just have the conversation about it. Like what you saying. Once you bring the conversation, it is what it is. Maybe there's a reason that they do it. Maybe they're just doing this for enjoyment, not thinking nothing of it. And if that's the case, if you feel something or they should be more cautious or something, then you can go about and do that. But, I mean, I think his main worry is that he's not getting the full side of her or whatever. And, you know, maybe this will come out to him in a different type of way or whatever it may be. So I just think have that conversation. Like, you know, if she over here doing this, trolling on the internet, what if she start trolling him, or what if they break up and now she over here, you know, messing with him in different type of ways?
You know, she's gonna do that, but I mean, that just showed you as a guarantee she's gonna do that. But most women do that. Like, if you, especially if you mess up the relationship or you dogging them or whatever, they be. I ain't women trolling men, if that's what we call it, trolling men all the time.
Well, it's not. It's
they
not
be
the trolling.
And why he doing this and.
Yeah, that's actual things, but you know when you see the trolling kind of behavior, if you see how the things that she's kind of dabbling in or the stuff the foolishness she getting into, you know, you can see how it kind of translates. But we gotta welcome somebody in. She's enjoying retirement. We got Shan Tyreman. Welcome in.
How are you?
She's saying, "Hey fam, how you doing today, Shan?" Welcome in. We got Shan Tyreman in the building. And then Stacey, I agree. You know, just talk about it. Let her know you don't like it. It's weird behavior.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it really is simple. It really is. Just have the conversation. But this person over here, he was just like, I don't know if I should confront this or should I not? Because, you know, like, should I leave this alone? Is this even worth talking about?
I'm going to just tell y'all, in relationships, stop wondering if you should confront something. If it's on your mind, express it. That's your mate. That's your soulmate. That's who you with. That's who your love of your life. The reason you're with that person. You know what I mean? So when you have to double ask yourself that, it makes me wonder, like, what kind of relationship you guys have where you don't feel free to be open and talk to your mate. Like, I can talk to my husband about any and everything. And if I didn't, I would let him know I don't like this relationship if I can't tell you how I feel and not be judged or whatever. But, you know, sometimes I just forget. Like, a lot of people assume, oh, you already told Chris. No, I didn't, because I forgot. I wasn't thinking about it. When you told me, I didn't think about it when I got with Chris. I was thinking about Chris, you know. So I just feel like, you know, but if me and Chris having issues or I'm feeling some way, that's who I'm going to talk to. Unless I'm going to be rude first, and then I need a vent, and then I'm going to come and talk to him. Because I need it not, because I realize in my relationship, I don't want to come to him with anger or issues, because then all he's going to do is rebel with the same attitude I'm giving him, and then we're not fixing the situation.
And Stacey said, where do you get these questions? Who's asking the internet for advice before talking to their partner?
That's what I'm saying. Stacey,
I be finding these questions all over the place, old and new. I be just looking for relationship questions and discussions, whether that's on different boards or something like Reddit. So, yes. So that's the first one. I feel like, you know, just handle it. Just talk to the person. But for this next person, he's over here. He just got with this girl, right? And, you know, as they become boyfriend and girlfriend, she keeps asking him the question. He's just kind of getting annoyed with it. And he told her how he feels about it, and she just continues. So she keeps asking him, what is wrong? Or why are you irritated? And, you know, when you're actually irritated, sometimes you don't want to hear that. Or when, you know, but he don't even care about that. You know, like, if he's irritated, he don't mind answering the question. The problem comes when he don't got no problem at all, and she's asking him, what's the problem? Oh, why are you irritated? So he's like, I'm not irritated, but you keep asking me that, it's going to make me irritated. So that's kind of where he's at. He don't want to, you know, be acting out or do anything like that. But he's like, I'm communicating. Maybe I'm not saying this the right way, but
it's your body
he wants
language.
her to stop doing it. So that's what you're saying.
It's your body language. Women are very perceptive. Like we pay attention to everything. And if you're not like your normal self, and we're not used to this new body language you're giving, we're gonna ask you, are you all right? Are you okay? Is everything all right? What's wrong? You know, because we're that way. We're concerned about you. We're always thinking about you. We love you. So you might be fine, and you might be dozed off or spaced out, or just like, slouchy day today. You know, it could be many reasons of what you're doing. But your body language is not your normal body language that she has dated, to be married to you, to be in this long relationship with you. However you want to say it. Your body language is sitting a different way. And you might not notice it because you ain't paying attention to your body language. You're just chilling. There's sometimes I'm just sitting here and I'm spaced off and Eli go, what's going on? And I'm like, nothing. Well, why are you looking like that? I'm in another zone. I'm not there. But it does make you want to make sure the person is okay. So I don't think you should be upset about it. I think you should be like, oh, I don't know if I'm giving you that vibe, babe. No, everything is just fine. I don't know why I'm, giving you the vibe that I'm giving you. I apologize. You ain't even got to really apologize. But it ain't no concern, babe. Give her a kiss and a hug. And she'll be fine. But I think as a man, I think you guys look into that like she's overly being protective. She's overly doing this. And that's not what it is. It's literally because your body language is changing. And it's a concern. I do it all the time. Chris be sitting up there and I'm like, why are you looking like that? I'm fine. Why you acting like that? I said, I'm fine. No, something wrong with you. This is not who you are. I'm fine. And I do it to Eli too. Why you looking like that? Why? It's just what we do.
Well, Shannon Tyman said no matter how good, bad, or ugly it is, you got to talk about it.
Yep.
And Oreo said, this is sound like somebody trying to be controlling. This sounds like some control issues, is what Oreo said.
Okay.
And Shakita said, okay, yes, and please don't tell me nothing is wrong when something is wrong. I will have a whole fit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, women, I know. I'm on Shakita's side right there. I would get mad if I really know you have a problem. Because and Chris will tell you, this is my favorite statement. I say, if you don't tell me what the problem is, I can't change what I'm doing to bother you. I can't read your mind. I'm not even going to try to read your mind. So if I'm doing something that's irritating or bothering you, you best tell me now. Because Chris would be mad at me. And I'm thinking he mad at the kids or something. And he'd be like, no, when you did such and such. Well, if you didn't never tell me, how was I going to ever know? Like, I didn't purposely mean this. This is why I did it, blah, blah, blah. And then it'd be like, oh, okay, that's fine. But literally, I can't read your mind. Like, just like, you can't read my mind. I can't read your mind. So I think that is an issue. And then, like I said, you don't tell me what it is. I do get madder and madder about, well, right now we're going to argue. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know what I'm arguing about, but I'm arguing about how you ain't telling me what's wrong. That's what the argument's going to be. And I don't do it just to, Chris, I've done it that I had a roommate. She was mad about me and something. She was like, I'll talk to you about it later. Okay, you can talk to me about it later, but why are you mad at me? I'm going to talk to you about it later. No, see, I can't change the behavior that you're telling me. So tell me now, and then we'll talk about the situation later. Why are you mad at me? And then I went off. And I did it like 2 or 3 times. And as I know, I'm cussing and screaming and hollering. And then shoot, 2 days later, she was like, I got to move out because this lady is crazy. Yes, I am. Because you could have just told me and I would have wanted. Because all she had to do was say, I didn't like when you did such and such and such. And then I would have went on about my business. And then when you was ready to talk about it, we'll talk about it. But you didn't want to tell me. So by then, it's like, you ain't got to ever tell me what it is. I don't even care what I did now.
Ooh,
you don't want to. And then they would beep, beep, beep. I just would. So I really feel Shakita me because literally I get mad. Because you be concerned. And like I said, I know you need space to breathe, to be able to say what you need to say. But if I'm asking you what I did, even if you want to talk to me later, give me the respect to tell me what I did. And then we can talk about it later. You know what I mean? Because I could do it again before it happened. And then you're like, and then you did it this time. But when I asked you, you didn't say that. So don't include this time and that time because you didn't tell me what I did wrong.
And Shakita says, exactly. Who wants to walk around wondering?
Yes.
And we got to welcome some folks in. They stay entertaining. We've got House of X Entertainment. We stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining.
We stay entertaining.
House of X is in the section saying, "Hey, Love and Live show. How are you doing? You in the pool?"
I know you like being in the pool all the time. He probably like a raisin.
No.
You can sing that song. I heard it through the grapevine.
I'm all good. I'm not. Queen Lenore, she stays in the pool.
I
That's
don't
just
go
kind
in
of
the
how
pool
it
at
goes.
all.
We got somebody sliding through saying what it do crew, and that is
Nicole
Nicole
Reeves.
Reeves. How you doing,
Hey,
Nicole?
Nicole.
She's saying what it do crew.
Yes.
All right, as per the usual. Welcome in, Nicole. How are you doing today? We got to get well, mind,
Yeah.
body, and soul. Let's get on the roll. We've got
Wellness with Frugal Mama.
Frugal Mama in the building saying hello. How you doing today?
How you doing?
All right, so that wraps up that kind of question right there.
Okay.
And that discussion. So we just got to talk.
Yes.
We just got to speak.
Yeah.
We just got to do it. All right,
Mm-hmm.
have that discussion. And Wellness Frugal Mama was saying, hey. And Stacey said, Lenora, you can't force people to tell you when you want them to. All right, maybe they need some time to process and calm down first.
They can do that. Just tell me what I did. That's
Listen,
all I'm saying.
listen,
Just tell me what I did.
You don't know. You see Queen Nora on here. You've seen some of these discussions we have. All right. For you to think this is what Queen Lenore is going to just agree and say, oh yes, I will give somebody some time to cool down for. You must not know what this is. It's going to have to be rough and rowdy if that's what the conversation is, but it's gonna be done. She said, if I'm quiet, it's for a reason. You don't got to push me.
I'm not pushing. I'm saying just tell me what I did,
Oh, no,
and
she's
then
not
I will
pushing.
walk away.
She throwing.
I will
She
walk
jumping.
away. Cause you know
She's
what?
leaping.
No, because I get what people say. Because people go, well, if I tell you what it is, then they're gonna want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you already tell me I don't want to talk about it right now, I just need to know what it is.
Yeah.
So if
So you
I
don't go in your mind
yeah,
wondering like what
because
Shakira was
again,
saying.
that's how you assume, and then you start building your own scenario.
And then you like, no, you was not mad at me because of X, Y, and Z, and then
when you really tell me what it is, we gonna be arguing about two different things. You're gonna be arguing about what you was really mad about, and I'm gonna be arguing about what I thought you was mad about. And then I'm gonna tell you that's not why you was mad. You was mad about what I done created in my brain. So I just try to eliminate that and go, okay, so you mad because I slammed the door in your face? Okay, and I'll walk away.
All right, well, Oreo, she's coming through with a question. How do you feel about someone trying to control you and when you put your foot down and tell them that they're not letting them control you, and then they say, well, do you want to go our separate ways? So how do you handle somebody when they be in control and you put your foot down and then they talking about, oh, so now you want to go your separate ways? So when you push back on them being controlling, how do you handle that?
I go my separate ways.
You just
I'm really one of those people, Eli can tell you, I will leave people alone. I don't. My thing is, ain't nobody gonna take time. I'm not.
Look, she can't even. She didn't start 3 different sentences. I'm not. Who gonna? No, we're not starting with. We couldn't even get to a full cohesive message. She's like, oh, we're gonna have to pick a starter for this one.
Okay.
Who? What? Where?
I have because now that I'm older, nobody's taking away my joy that I have on the inside. I'm happy and content.
Yeah.
Even when I'm mad or angry, I still feel happy, content, and safe in my area.
Your current zone.
Yeah, but if you feel like you need to nitpick at me to really make me go crazy.
Why you move your finger like that? Why you doing this? Why you moving this? Why you making that face like that? Why you not smiling?
And see, then and then he'd be like, boop. Anyway, but my thing is, I've learned that, and I think when you're young, you allow more people to break away at you, and you're trying to fix a situation that can't be fixed.
Yeah.
And I learned I can't fix all situations, and I'm not ready. And if somebody wants to deal with Lenora or Queen or however, whatever you want to call me, we gotta be on mutual playing ground. If I gotta respect you and try to feel your needs. You want to
It's
do the
vice
same
versa.
back to me.
Yeah.
We're not gonna always get along, and we're gonna always a lot of times bump heads with each other, and I think that's fine.
Yeah.
That's how relationships grow. That's how you bond a connection, because you bumped heads, and now you guys are now building a stronger foundation. I feel more comfortable around you. You feel more comfortable around me. But if you are just literally saying you're not gonna respect my boundaries, that means you're not even trying. You know what I mean? Some people can say, I'm trying, and then they keep messing up and keep messing up. I understand, because you keep messing up, but you're acknowledging that you messing up. You know what I mean? But a lot of people, they'll keep messing up and then put the blame on you. They'll keep messing up and act like you're the one crazy. They'll keep messing up, but they never take ownership for what they do. And they love to point the finger at somebody else on what they do. Well, then I have to back away because I don't have time. If that person doesn't want to respect your boundaries, walk away. And I think that talks way better than anything you could say. Because then they're going to be like, oh my God, she really walked away. And if they really want to be your friend, they will then come back, apologize, and start trying their best to respect your boundaries. But if you're chasing them, they're going to keep acting a fool.
Well, Oreo begins on to say, and then they get mad and get an attitude with you because you doing self-care for yourself. And they doing things to take care of their business. Well, Stay says to that, you cannot you cannot threaten me with your presence. Hashtag goodbye, all right? So we're not going to be doing that. If you want to go your separate ways, that's what it is. And earlier she did. She said, go your separate way. How? All right? Take some pride in that one. Pride and stride.
Hey.
All right. And Shakita was laughing in there a little earlier. Wellness Frugal Mama is saying, greetings, everyone. And she also says, no accountability.
Exactly.
And Stacey said, I can't even get to the controlling part because I feel some type of way that you want to leave. I'm a track star.
I'm agreeing with Stacey. I'm not I am, because my thing is, if you like me, love me, appreciate me, respect me, you won't have a problem respecting my boundaries.
Stacey said they can come back and apologize. Stacey said absolutely not.
Oh,
She's
she
just
said
not
no.
even having that one.
Oh, she said no.
She's not even on that part.
Stacey said no.
And and Oreo said, no, I'm not even chasing anybody. All right. So we got to welcome somebody in. She be doing the mukbangs, doing the vegan thing. We got Tay Eats in the building. She said, love and live. Hey, fam.
Hey, fam. How are you?
Thank you for coming through. We've been missing you, Tay.
Yes, I've been missing you.
Hope
but
you've
I
been doing
understand
all
completely.
right.
I feel you. My heart goes out to you all the time. I love you. And I pray for you daily.
All right. So with that being said, Oreo, I don't know if we fully delved into your question, but Stacey had some perspective on it. Even Wellness Frugal Mama had some words on what Queen Lenora was saying. And I think, we got to welcome somebody in. All right. She enjoyed crafting. She been in here for a second. We got Lena Doyle Crafting.
Hey, Lena.
What's going on, Lena? Nice
I
to
hope
see
your
you in the
birthday
building.
trip was great. I hope you're back. Well, I'm thinking you're back because you're online. But I hope you had the best birthday, sis, ever.
All right, and Oreo said, yeah, they are the one most likely doing the clout chasing. Okay, so Oreo talking about they clout chasing.
They clout chasing.
And Tay said, I miss y'all too. I'm back. Welcome back.
Welcome
nice
back,
to have
my
you back,
beautiful
Tay.
queen sister.
Can't wait to see them streams and them mukbangs again.
Yeah.
Shakiti said, and if we're really friends or in a relationship, we're going to have some uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah, we are. And I understand that and I respect that. But if I'm telling you, you disrespecting me or you feel like you're controlling me on this area, you might can't change it right away, but you be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'll try my best not to do that again. But please, if I do it again, it's because I'm just used to doing it. And the reason I say that is I had a foster child. And she was declared mentally retarded. Well, in my era, we used to be like, girl, you retarded. Shut up. You acting so retarded. We would say that and not thinking of it. Well, nowadays, you know, these things are now offending
Stigmatized,
people.
yeah.
It wasn't, and if it was offending people back then, nobody ever said nothing. We didn't know about it. But now society has really focused on it. So, I remember she was like, please don't say that because this is how I feel, blah, 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 blah. And she knew, and she wasn't saying not to say it at all. Just don't say it towards her.
Yeah.
Because I'm laughing, girl, you're so retarded. Oh, girl, that's crazy, you know. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to try my best. I said, but I promise you, if I do say it is not because I'm saying it towards you. I said, I've been saying this since I was a little girl. So it's going to take me a while to get used to not saying that.
Yeah.
Like, literally, you got to understand. It's not going to be something it's going to be here every day. And if it's a word I say every day, then, you know, it can probably slow down, but it's not. So I'm not thinking about it when I say it. And then we got to find another word I could say that gives me that same feeling. So, you know, that's when they say you can say Riri, and that's what, you know, and I was like, trying not Riri, but I would end up saying it. And she'd be like, Mom. I say, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I apologize. But she knew I was trying to respect her, and I never got mad when she corrected me, because if she would never correct me, I would never, because it wasn't in my brain to do it. So that's what I'm saying. When you're trying to respect, you might still make those mistakes. I want to be clear with that. You might still make those mistakes, but you're trying to fix it. And anytime I did it, I apologize. So by the time, because, you know, we're not talking there, because my poor child is crazy. But, we're not talking about, even I don't really say it anymore at all, not even as a joke, or because I got used to not saying
Phased
it.
it out.
So it's no longer a part of my vocabulary. So it does take some time, and you can't put a time limit on people when they're trying to change. You can just only say, you're doing it again, you know, and that's it.
All right. So with that being said, Oreo said this person is a cloud chaser. They are a whole clown. All right.
Not a whole clown.
They are a whole clown.
A whole clown.
All right. They're a cloud chaser and they are a whole clown. No offense to clowns.
I like that.
They
That's
all clown.
funny to me.
All right, Lena said we in Florida and now we gonna be back tomorrow. All right.
She said they're not back. I see you just a busy camper.
And she said she got a chance to see Ruji.
Oh.
All right.
Tell
That's
Ruji
good.
I said hi. I like Ruji.
And Stay says happy birthday, Lena.
Yes.
Okay.
Lena is doing it up for her birthday this year.
Yeah, she's stepping out. She
I
having
know.
a good old time. And so, and yes, we did get a chance to see Ruji Crafton when he was in North Carolina, and her presence was wonderful.
Yes.
We are going to go ahead and step into the next question, all right?
Okay.
Y'all have been, like, trying to get to this one, all right?
Yeah, we're here.
You got the title in your thumbnail. All right, wife is a criminal. And his wife is a criminal, okay? So all this, look, Sleazy had to step back in here on this one. I've dealt with a few criminals. All right, okay, Sleazy, coming with the yeah on it.
All right now.
All right, okay. So,
What Sleazy say?
Said, beneficial until you get mixed up in the shenanigans.
Oh, see, we don't want to get mixed up in that.
Can't stay around too long. All right, so this is what the problem is. All right, so this is a husband and wife, okay? And so, Mother Earth is asking what you eating. Guess we'll get into that real quick before we get this. But everybody, brace yourself. We're about to step into talking about the criminalities. All right.
I'm eating a sandwich with my hero bread because I'm on low carb. So my bread is one carb each slice, and I like the wheat one. Now I can get the white bread, and the white bread would be 0 carbs. But I don't know why I like this. It's not wheat, seeded bread. I don't know why I like the seeded bread so much. And I don't like seeded bread. Like if you get, what's that one with the criminal in there? What's his bread called?
Who? The criminal?
The one that's a jailbird. Bonnie, what's
Dave
that criminal? Dave Killer
bread?
Bread, yeah. I don't like his bread and his seeded bread, but this one, this is going another level. This is something bomb. But yeah, that's what I'm eating my sandwich because I had to wait until like 12:30, 1 o'clock to eat because I'm on intermittent fasting. And it's been hard. And the only time I'm not on intermittent fasting is usually on Saturday and Sunday. And my YouTube family makes sure that I'm on intermittent fasting and that I don't give up on it. So,
All right.
you know.
So, and Stacey said, I don't like bread at all. Dang, Stacey, you the second person I know talking about they don't like bread. I'm like, how you do not like the wondrous world of eating bread? That's how we get big in the first place. Them carbs just be tasting too good. Like, what's the problem? All right, Oreo.
I'm on Stacey's side though. I don't really care for bread, but when I want a sandwich,
Yeah, but
bread
sandwich,
is what it is.
pizza.
But even when I get a hamburger, you know,
bread.
I'll take that bread off of a hamburger in a
Bread.
minute.
You gotta eat bread. You gotta love bread. Oreo
They
said,
eat my bread off the hamburger.
Oreo said, eat some cake and vanilla ice cream for me because I can't have vanilla ice cream. All right.
Girl, not to get some low carb vanilla.
She talking to Lena over there for her birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And we gotta go ahead and welcome somebody, and he's always on the move. We got Anthony on the move. He said, "What's up, fam? About to take the barber's chair. Just giving you a salute." All right, you take care, Anthony. Thank you for coming
Yeah.
through. We truly do appreciate you stopping in. Nice to see you in here, team. Mother Earth said, "That's good that you found what works for you."
Yeah, I love it. I have to go pick up my bread on Monday, or if I don't pick it up on Monday, I
You
gotta
ain't
order
gonna
it
get at all.
online.
No, you don't even do that. You just gotta get it on Monday. That's no.
I gotta order
conversation.
something online because I'm doing some reviews. But yeah.
You gotta order some special stuff then, right? Not just
Yeah.
regular bread. But Stacey said, I'm terrified of it. I don't even put it on my plate. I can't touch it to move it. All right, she's just not a bread eater.
Yeah, I
Bread
can
is
eat bread, but
terrifying.
I'm not. You know how people gotta eat bread constantly? That's not me. Like I said, I get a burger and I'll take the buns off, and then Eli be like, "You ain't gonna eat this out there for real. You're not gonna eat it for real."
Saying, I don't want no burger. I don't want nothing. I won't even touch or look at the bread.
Why? What's wrong with the bread though?
She's terrified of bread.
Why?
What made you so
happened?
scared of bread, Stacey? But anyway, with that,
sorry,
while we
sorry,
got that,
sorry.
while we got that going on, we got to get into this relationship question. All right. So he's saying his wife is a criminal. He feeling his wife is stepping into some criminality here.
Yes.
So we're gonna build this up, and he's asking the question of where did this money come from?
Bless me.
All right, bless you. So we're gonna get into the chat, but I'm just gonna let this message come out. We're gonna process everything together. So we've got a husband and wife here, and the wife has just kind of been depressed. She's been down. She's been struggling to find steady work for 2 years. So for 2 years, she hasn't been able to quite really keep a job. And you know, she's been looking for really about like this past year and hasn't really even placed a job. So steady work has been kind of, you know, the past 2 years has been hard for her. And you know, the husband he's been all right with that. But recently the problem was he was actually fired. And well, not necessarily fired, but just lost his job. We don't have all those details. And he's been finding another job, but while he's doing that, he's still good for right now, and he's on his way to finding another job. But you know, amidst of all this kind of stress and panic, their cousin has came. So the wife's cousin has started to come into the picture, and the cousin just always kind of never really felt right to the husband. And the cousin has been staying there, and as the cousin is staying there, she kind of acting a weird way type, you know, to the husband, kind of like showing that she don't really like the husband. So the husband is kind of like, all right, well, it's okay. I can deal with this for a couple of days because she's supposed to be out of here, right? Well, anyway, the cousin's sleep schedule is real weird. She come over there, she'll leave at like 3 or 4 in the morning and then come back at like noon and just sleep and kind of rinse and repeat. So it's like, oh, what kind of shift is she working? It's kind of odd. But anyway, he was just going to stay out of the cousin's business until his wife started leaving with the cousin. And so his wife started leaving with the cousin. He found that a little strange, like, what could they possibly be doing? You know, he ain't trying to dig into the business too much because, you know, the cousin's supposed to, of course, be out of there. And the wife, you know, he trusts her intentions. Like, you ain't going to be doing nothing crazy. So all that to say, one day they was at the grocery store, and they coming back from the grocery store, unloading the groceries. And, you know, the wife's purse is out, and he sees in her purse $10,000 cash.
How you know 10,000? He counted?
Yeah. He was like,
So he dug in.
yeah, he was like, all right,
Oh, he dug in that
he
one
seen a
in
little
first.
something. He was like, all right, $10K of cash. What's happening here?
Yeah.
And so at this point where he's at now, he done found out that she got $10K.
Mm-hmm.
The cousin is already suspicious. They, buying different things that they usually don't necessarily buy. And he's standing here saying, is my wife a criminal?
That's what she came out of that?
Yeah, that's what he came out of it. Like, is his wife a criminal? She been kind of, acting weird. He don't necessarily want to confront it because, of course, he did look in the purse. It wasn't like she brought him to this conversation or anything. But he like, is my wife a criminal? Is she stepping in? Because again, she's going out of her normal pattern, and she's not waking up with the cousin at a different weird time, and then coming.
I just thought being a hoe, a stripper, dancer. I guess that's a stripper. Doing something on the internet. What is it called? OnlyFans. So I would have thought something like that.
Well, he just saying the wife has got some sketchy money.
Okay.
So I mean, again, he do feel like maybe she getting into some
sketchy.
criminality.
It is sketchy.
Maybe she doing some drugs. Maybe she dealing something like that. Where you get 10 grand so fast from?
Maybe
so
she's a prostitute.
We don't know what it is, but how would you handle a situation like this?
I think I said this so many times. I don't even know how many times more I need to say it.
All right.
But I'm going to say it again.
Go ahead and say it.
Communication. Talk to her. How to ask. Where's the $10,000 from? Let me see $10,000 in Chris's wallet. Or it's in his bank. Or I found it somewhere. Even if I dug into it, I open his bank and there's $10,000. What is this? Where you get $10,000? Why you hiding $10,000? Where you get it from? Where you ain't got no job? Why you got $10,000? Did you get something that I didn't know? I would have asked so many questions. I don't understand. Yes.
But you too nosy to be in this situation, though. That's the problem.
Because
you would be, you too nosy to be in this situation because you would be like, okay, I know you don't necessarily like me or whatever. What do you be doing at this time to this time? You would have been asking the cousin, so you would already found out.
Well, you're not staying in my house if you don't like me. That's just it. It's different if I don't like you. You can stay in my house if I don't like you.
Yeah.
You don't like me, you can't stay in my house. I don't know what the difference is, but it just makes sense. If you don't like me, you can't stay in my house. But if I don't like you, you are more than welcome to stay in my house. I know it's silly and it's stupid,
just your,
but that's just
that's the code right there. That's the
just,
mantra.
It
You're living by that.
And because you're just not
don't come up in my house and be staying the night and you don't like me. But if I don't like you, you can stay the night. I understand you. Got.
I think what it is because if you stay in my house and you don't like me, and I'm trying to still be respectful, I'm now uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be uncomfortable in my house. But if I don't like you, I'm always gonna be comfortable. I just don't like you. You're gonna be the one uncomfortable, and I don't mind you being uncomfortable. I just don't want to be uncomfortable in my home.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's reasonable. Well, Oreo's saying, I don't even like my food touching on my plate. She got a texture issue.
That's how I like my grandfather. My grandfather was the same way before he passed.
And so Stacey said, okay, there was an issue when I was younger, but it's more tolerant ever since.
Okay. I get it. I understand.
All right. And then Stacey said, I bought 10K.
That's what I'm saying. When I see 10K, I'm be like, oh. And my thing is, I don't even know how you don't ask, how you ask us over asking them. I mean, I appreciate the question, but I'm like, hello, excuse me. Where did this 10 grand come from? You ain't got no job. You can't even keep a job. Like, you don't even know how to keep a job. Like, the job just ain't working for you. The job ain't working for you. So how we get $10,000? And did you hear the word "we"? Because that's what I would have said. How we get $10,000? What we do to get $10,000? Are you stripping? Are you showing your two people? What you doing?
I thought I was your only fan.
Exactly.
I thought I was your only fan.
Do you have all that? What you doing? Are you doing something with your? That's me asking.
All right. Sleazy said, "See, that's my problem. I want some of the pop." All right.
It's already ours. That's what the moment it came in the house, it became ours automatically because that's what it is. And you should hear me say, where we get $10,000 from, because I need to know where we got $10,000.
This is a we kind of conversation.
It is.
No French.
And it ain't French in here. It is not. No, it is straight English where we get $10,000 from.
All right. And Mother Earth said she's a stripper. Stacey said he need to hush and reap the benefits. Okay.
They said, I don't care where that money come from. We is rich up in here. Where we going on vacation?
Shakita D said, okay, not the booger sugar. All right, we not. Always said, communication is the key.
It is.
But Sleeve said, okay, no pocket watching.
Mm-mm.
No pocket watching.
Now I'm watching
Now
every
you
pocket.
watching.
Every time you come in, I'm looking in the pockets.
Shakita said, okay, that's weird. I'm not about to be sleeping with one eye open. Yeah, when they don't like you in your own house. Yeah. Mother said, don't forget to hit the like button. And Stacey said, okay, what is she doing with the cousin? That's what he's trying to figure out.
I'm thinking they prostituting. Maybe she was like, oh yeah, over here, the madam came, our papers over here. So
I mean, there's so much that could be happening.
it could be a lot of different
stuff. It could be legit money. It could be Mr. Beast came. He's trying to figure out what happened.
He like going too far.
Did Mr. Beast come with the $10,000? How do you have this money?
Eli going too far with this conversation. We over here. He done brought up Mr. Beast.
He's trying to figure out where this money came from. Shoot, are you in the video?
Did you have to put your hand on a plane? And you was the last one standing?
All right, we gotta.
Well, y'all doing the race between the old people and the young folks? I mean, what was he doing on Mr. Beast's shadow?
No, for real. You done came back with 10K.
10K
in cash.
Yes.
All right, so we gotta welcome somebody in. We've got lovely Samara. Samara in here saying, "Hey, Queen Lenora."
Hey.
And Elijah, what's going on, Samara? Samara, we talking about the title thumbnail that you clicked into. All right.
Yeah.
So, all in all, to sum it up, all right, this guy, he's the husband, and his wife has been looking for a job, not been able to keep one for the past 2 years. She hasn't had a steady job. And so her cousin just came into the picture, and her cousin is staying with them for a short amount of time and has a weird sleep schedule. Every time about like 3 to 4, she leaves, and she comes back, and she sleeps from noon till like the rest of the day. So it's like, okay, but he's not going to get into all that. But then his wife started to get on board with it and being on the same schedule. And they went grocery shopping one day and came back, and he seen her purse, and she had $10,000 in her purse. And he's wondering, where did this money come from? Is this a criminality? All right. Did you see Mr. Beast? What are we doing?
He did not say that. He did not say, did you see Mr. Beast?
All right.
He wasn't talking about Mr. Beast. He said, smooth criminal.
He just want to know where the money's coming from, and this is just kind of weird to him. What are we doing? How far are we going? Are we in danger? Says Stacey. Stacey says, all I want to know is, are you in danger? Otherwise, carry on. All right.
Stacey happy the money's in the house. Like Stacey said, we done hit the lottery over here. How else did you get this 10,000?
She talking about some money. That's what she talking about. Oh man, that's what Stacey talking about.
Ain't nobody coming after us. We is cool. 10 grand in the house, baby. Where we going for vacation?
Oh man. Samara said I wouldn't be asking questions. Look. Stacey said ain't nothing free about us.
I'm too nosy. I know I'm asking questions.
I was listening to that song last week. Oh man.
So yeah,
yeah. Samara said, "Don't matter.
Don't matter where that money come from.
Yeah.
We is rich. We got $10,000. What we doing?
The only thing you should be saying. Exactly. Look, Lena said, "Play my favorite video." What's your favorite video, Lena?
You know what it is.
Oh man, Lena acting up on this one right here. It's that last part of the last one where she just lets out just the loudest, most heartfelt laugh. Like, okay, so funny.
It was. It really was.
Anyway.
And how you just fell back.
Anyway. And Oreo said, who remember that song Sugar Digger by Dipset?
Who
remember that song Sugar Digger by Dipset?
I ain't never heard Sugar Digger. You know, I done messed up hood. Instead of trying to say heard, I say hood.
I ain't never heard sugar digger.
I ain't never
We
heard
can talk
sugar
about
digger.
it one more time. What you want to see, Lena? What's so entertaining about this? All right, you are entertained by my pain. All right, so
that's the best video ever. Cheers.
we going on that note with that.
Oh goodness, that's hilarious.
We're gonna get into the next one. So
Are we done with the?
well, we didn't. We don't really have no comment. You said you just gonna talk about it.
Well,
you just gonna
I'm
ask.
nosy. Everybody else is like having their money. I'm nosy.
Mm-hmm. Well, for me, I mean, again, just like what Stay said, except I'm gonna actually be, trying to figure out what's going on here. But are you in danger? Because, like, if you're doing any kind of shady business, with that shadiness, you usually got some type of risk for the reward.
Yeah.
So how great is this risk? What exactly are you doing? Maybe I can help you out in a illegal fashion. Maybe we could work this out. Maybe we can make this legal. Maybe we could take this money and get it working in a different direction. I'm just gonna have this conversation so we can get this figured out.
Okay.
Yeah, because but at the same time though, shoot, your cousin can stay if we just gonna continue getting these $10,000 left and right like that.
Said she don't like me.
Well, okay, as long as she's not using a $10K to put a hit on me or something like that. But as long as I'm in the picture, we all eating good. So we might as well buy a house. If y'all can just keep on popping $10K, then your cousin can have their own house. So
The cousin only gonna be here for a while. So I think the cousin already got the house. You over there making up new rules and stuff. I don't think that's what it is. I'm just saying.
The cousin can stay for a little bit longer. Just a couple more weeks. But anyway. Oreo said, have you heard that song? No, I haven't heard that song, Oreo.
Yeah, Sugar Digger?
And, no, I never. By Dipset.
I like Sugar Digger. I don't know who Dipset is. You know who Dipset is?
Yeah, I know who Dipset is.
Oh, I don't know who Dipset is. Sugar Digger?
Lowly Samara said,
I like that name. I think I'm going to do a hot sauce called Sugar Digger.
You acting up.
No, seasoning. Oh, I got the perfect seasoning for Sugar Digger.
Okay, what's the seasoning?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, you acting up. Okay, anyway, Samara said, unless it's from drug dealers or corporate, we rich, honey, all right?
Oh, yes.
And Oreo says, Stace, have you heard that song? And Lena talking about, you did that in slow-mo. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
You acting up.
Yeah.
All right. So, I just think the best way to go about it is just have that conversation. Because right now, there's too much going on, too much in the air. He over here like, I know there's money, but where is money coming from? Do we got the mafia coming out to get us? Is the cartel out the window?
A smooth criminal that Michael Jackson was singing about?
That's what I'm saying. Are we robbing? Are we hitting licks on the doing the bank kind of thing? Are we doing a race right now?
Anytime soon?
What's going on? Did you see Mr. Beast? Are you
Why you keep
doing
bringing
things
up
a little
Mr.
bit
Beast?
different? Are you?
I know that's Mr. Beast's favorite
am I
number,
your only
$10,000, but yeah.
He's just trying to figure it out. Too much up in the air right now. He got too much going on in his mind. And again, it's just what 𝒮𝒾𝓁 and Shakita was saying earlier with, you don't want to be letting the mind wander like that.
Yeah.
And Oreo said, oh yeah, Sugar Digger season.
I'm making that Sugar Digger. Watch.
She said, y'all
think I'm playing. I'm having Sugar Digger season coming up.
We got to welcome somebody in.
Ain't nobody going to get it but me and Oreo going to be like, yeah, Sugar Digger.
We're going to go ahead and roll out the blue carpet for the next one. All right, we got the folk in here. We got Prince Daniel stepping in on the royal note. He said, LOL. All right. Prince Daniel said, where do you come up with these topics?
That's
all
what
right.
I'm saying. And
I just be searching everywhere for
high and low
questions.
If I can find the weirdest topics, that's the one we're going to talk about.
Yeah. And
I think he be trying to stump me on my conversation.
Oh, so I want that season.
Okay. Well, since you have named Sugar Digger, y'all will send you some. I already got something to send you, but I have to do my remailing. So sometime this month we're gonna be
doing that
live where I pack up live, and then because you were on the last pack up live, I didn't send you your stuff because I wanted to congratulate you on why you're getting them.
She wanted to do something properly, so we'll be on there. And she said, thank you so much, Lenore.
No
so with that being said, though, this situation for everybody just coming in again, the husband and wife. The husband, all right. The wife has been acting a little fishy recently. She's been going out. The cousin is staying over there. And from about 3 to 12, all right, from 3 o'clock, the husband is gone and comes back at like 12 around noon and just be sleeping and rinse and repeat. So the wife started getting in the same groove and started leaving, and she hasn't been able to find work in about 2 years. So now she just up and is going with the cousin. And one day they went grocery shopping and came back. He's seen $10K in her purse, and he's wondering, where did you get this money from? And he's trying to figure out, is she criminal? Like, what's going on? So and Oreo said, how can I send you my address?
I think we have your address because I asked you like that.
We already got your
when we
information
did it because you did it on
Game Time. We
Game
got your
Time.
information already, Oreo.
So yeah,
We just gonna send out. What
unless
we
you
need to
moved
send.
recently.
Yeah, if you got to update it, then we could do that. She said, oh, never mind. I know how to do it. How I could do it. All right. Well, if you got a new one, feel free to send it, Oreo.
Yes.
But that's that question. I feel you just gotta confront that head on. You're like, that is your wife after all. Just step in and be like,
Yeah, because she
what's
mad
going
with
on?
Mr. Beast at the hamburger
Yeah,
joint.
because if we
And he
could
gave
watch
him
the video, we
$10,000.
could probably watch it together. If you was doing Squid Games in real life, you trying to figure out what was
Or
happening.
he closed down the bank and did a bank thing again, or was at the burger shop. There you
So
go.
what's going on? Like, what video is we on so I can see it? Maybe I could share it with my friends. Like, what's going on? We could have a good time.
Tay said, what did Tay say?
She said, I wouldn't think they were criminal. I wouldn't think they've been hiding money.
Yeah, I was thinking she was a prostitute, a hoe.
Lily Smart said she might be a stripper.
Hey.
Oreo said, okay, cool, thank you so much. I live in the same place I did move. All right.
Okay, good job.
So, yeah, he don't know where the money coming from, and that's where he really just wants to figure out. But, do you feel, even if he is trying to ask, is he going to get a genuine answer? But at the same time, how will he know if he doesn't just take the time and ask? Here we are, just ask the question.
Yeah, when you have the money in your hand like this.
Where did money come
Where
from?
did we get this $10,000? You got to make sure you put the we in.
Yeah.
Where did we get this $10,000? Now, she said she robbed the bank. Why did you do that? And then it's no longer we.
And we had a rather heavy one, all right?
Okay, heavy
But
one?
we're not getting into the heavy one just yet. I'm just letting everybody know to brace yourself. We do have a rather heavy one coming up in a second. But for this one, this is not so heavy. This one is a relationship that is just forming, and they are in love, all right?
Yeah.
And so, he just like, he's already got his mindset. He's like, okay, this is my wife right here. This wife material. I'm finna hold this down. He already ready, okay? He hasn't proposed just yet, but he kind of got this in his mind.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is the family just is not feeling him. Okay, so the family is not feeling him at all.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when he initially met the family, things was cool, right? Mm-hmm. But there's some nosy folks apparently on her side of the family. Yeah. And so they done pulled up his whole life. Mm. And so he actually was a criminal in the past. So he did the crime and did his time. Yeah. He's out, he felt like a new man, but he does have a criminal past. He's very transparent about his criminal past. Mm-hmm. But, the family didn't know about the criminal past because it's not really none of their business until, if she want to talk about it or whatever, that just don't really normally come up. Yeah. And so, anyway, they found out his criminal past, and he does have some charges that would be, some interesting charges. He got some domestic abuse charges, and that's really the main one that's popping out. He got some other petty crimes, but that was the main charge that they like, all right, you getting with somebody who's been abusive in the past. And he's, he feel like, he did the crime, he did the time, he's a changed man, and he wants to move forward with this woman, but at the same time now, the family's kind of stepping in, and they trying to really pull her away, but they want to know what's the best way that they can just move forward and, stick together, kind of nurture this relationship. What would you say? All right, we gotta get into it. Tay said that she's doing better day by day. Oh, she's talking to Mother Earth. Okay, I'm all up in their business. Stacey said relationship advice teaser. Yeah, so we do have a heavy one coming up, and we gotta welcome somebody in. We got praying for better days. Sometimes you gotta pray for them.
All the time, every day.
All right, all day, every day. praying for better days, saying
Yeah.
hello, family. Happy Wednesday, family.
Yeah.
And hello to everybody in the chat. Blessings. Happy Wednesday, family.
Yes, happy Wednesday
We
to
appreciate
you too.
the love. Praying
Yes, we
for
do.
better
Yes.
days. I'm Shakita D. Bruce. Yes. A lot. So he's been, he's in there. He did his time for domestic abuse. So how would you feel about this? And I mean, the best angle to kind of look at this is like your family member, maybe your daughter. They get with somebody you found that they've been convicted for domestic abuse. How do you feel about that? And look, Tay saying family just need to mind their business.
Mm-hmm.
Lena says, you guys, lady, she going to get in the hot tub. Okay.
All right,
lady, you take care of yourself. It seems like you already know how to do that. So, I'm going to just let you handle your business.
Happy birthday, sis.
And happy birthday to you, Lena. I hope you enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Stay said, everyone dated who they wanted to. Let these people be together. I wouldn't say anything unless it was a crime with a child.
There you go.
All right. And Samara said, I would say do what's right for them. Don't get the family involved. It sounds like he did the time for his crime and changed his ways. I say don't judge someone over their past mistakes.
Well, I'm going to say, the woman, the family member, knows all of this. So he's very open and transparent about what he did. He probably been through some counseling. We don't know what the situation is.
You don't know him. You don't even know him like that.
No, and it's because you looked up his history and stuff instead of just asking, which he seems to be very open about.
Yeah.
That's on you. Like, that's just what it is. We always can look at somebody we're not in love with and have all these different things to say and stuff. But I've learned that people want to give their advice of what they would not take. Yeah. And usually what they would not take, they might not take what you take. But then they take way worse than what you would take. Like something you would never take. Yeah. So listening to somebody else in that format is crazy. I can understand the family having their concerns. And I would express that to both of them. Because I would express it in front of him so he knows that we watching you. You know what I mean? Like, you lay hands on her, it's like you lay hands on all of us. But if you clean and you treat her like a queen, we ain't got nothing to say. Yeah. You know what I mean? We ain't got no issues. You know what I mean? But I would say, those are my concerns. And, why wouldn't it? Because if it was your child, wouldn't that be your concern? Yeah. Your little niece or your sister, wouldn't you be concerned? Well, we concerned. That's all. But to be all up in their business, it ain't none of my business to be in their business. That's their relationship. It ain't got nothing to do with me. And if she accepts it, then I ain't got no choice but to accept it too. Yeah, and Tay said, he made a mistake, and as long as the person knows and is okay with it, that's all that matters. Yeah. And I think that's really the problem right there. Like, a lot of people, they want to do all this micromanaging and trying to control somebody, but at the end of the day, this person going to do what they want to do and do what makes them happy. And all you doing is pushing them away. Exactly. And so then if he does do something abusive, she don't have nobody to turn to because everybody done turned on her before anything happened. And Stacey said, it's okay to voice your opinion, but it's none of your business. Exactly. And I think that's just kind of summarizes the whole thing right there. If they feel in a type of way, they should say, okay, we just kind of worry, we don't want nothing to happen. But at the same time, no matter what they say, this person, again, is going to do what they want to do. And if they know, there's nothing wrong with it. Now, if they didn't know, then it's like, okay, maybe you brought something to light. But this person is known. And this guy's been completely transparent with it. And, at that point, if they not lying about that, I feel like you should be in a good place. Like, they know the damage this person has done. Yep. And most likely they've had some conversation about it because nobody just going to up and willing and be like, oh, yes, I'm sticking with you through your domestic abuse past. Yeah. Just for no reason. So, apparently everything is working out for them. I think just got to leave it alone. Yeah, because it could be a lot of things. It could have been young and dumb, stupid and sprung. And it could be an actual mistake. It could have been that person really had a problem. You don't know what it is, but you getting up in the business like that is not doing you any favor. And my thing is, I'm one of those people that will tell you how I feel. I'm just going to do that. But I'm not going to tell you to leave the person. Like, that's who you want to be with. That's who you want to be with. But unless you keep whining to me about it, I'm like, well, if you ain't happy, why are you still there?
Yeah.
But she happy. She ain't doing those complaining. That's not what she's doing. She's happy. You did the investigation instead of just asking questions. And you can voice your opinion. I'm worried because, I just don't want you to get abused. I don't want my baby sister or my cousin or my daughter or whoever this person is to you to ever get abused.
Yeah.
I don't want you laying no hands on her. So whatever the case may be, if she happy, I'm happy. But best be known, if you lay hands on her, it's like laying hands on me. I'm just going to tell you like that. Mm-hmm. And you would feel the same way. So that's it. But if she happy, I'm happy. How you doing? Welcome to the family. That's how I am.
Mm-hmm. All right. And Tay said, simple as that, Stace. And Stace said, personally speaking, I told my loved one I don't like their now husband and thought she could do better. And I still don't like them. But to be around my loved one, I tolerate them with limits.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. There you go. Because, sometimes we can feel something that they can't feel.
Yeah.
And it's on their time to feel it or their time to want to leave the situation. I even say that with abused women. If you're being abused, I'm not going to be hounding you because you're abused. Like, I'll say it. Well, you shouldn't be with this person that's abusing you. But if you still with them, There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
I'm not turning around to decide to hate that man and you still with him. Yeah. Like, literally, I don't get the concept. We do that. And I'm like, if they loving them and they being abused, if they loving them and this person is being a jerk or verbal abusive or craziness, all I can do is pray for her and be there for her when it goes down. But I'm not getting mad at him and not liking him and she's still with him. Mm-hmm. And I'm the one sitting up here stressed every time I see her. I'm mad and ready to fight him. And she all happy, and if I fight him, she gonna attack me. So, I don't know what it is.
Look, Stacey said, and there's no abuse in this situation now. I do not play that, and they both have been warned. And
there you go.
Shakita was agreeing with you saying she was just saying so true. So I just think, you gotta just let them be, and if you feel like something is really problem, honestly, you gotta pray and leave it there and hope everything is in its best that it needs to be. Give it up for grace, because at that point, you voiced everything. You've told the concern. Yeah. There's nothing else you can do, and for you to be going out your way doing more, I think again, like what Queen Lenore says, that's doing more harm in the long run, because now you're making this person uncomfortable and you're overpassing their boundaries. So if something is really going to go down, you're not making them feel comfortable to confide in you about it.
Yeah, and then you gotta understand, you make that person uncomfortable, you won't see the person.
Exactly.
So then now it's making it easy for that person to be able to abuse them. You want that person to be around you at all times. So any changes, you're there to be and the person's voice, the person's love, and the person's support. Because right now you wouldn't be able to do anything. Like it's that simple. I have a sister that was abused, and when she wanted help, all the men in the family went and helped and did what they got to do. And that guy was trying to threaten them, and it was going to be on and popping. And everybody thought, Chris is a little bear. He turned out to be a big, mean grizzly bear that day. So, literally, when you stay around the person and that person has that love and support, that gives them strength. But when you allow that person to be distant from you, in a way, you don't give them strength. So then they don't know how to lead. But if you can be there for them constantly and just show love and support and just be there for it, it really builds them strength silently from apart. Silently.
Right. And
silently there, and they can still be there. I don't know if I said that right.
Savara said exactly. And we got to welcome somebody in. We got GJ3 Fold. GJ3 is in the building. He said, and there's still something to do for everyone. You ain't got to be around anybody to pray for them. Remember this.
Yeah.
All right.
And my thing is, I'm going to be around and praying.
I'm 2 for 1. Myself. It's a combo.
Because you just don't know. But I think what happens is we get so mad that person is with that person or that person's been abused that we distance ourselves because we don't know how to control our behavior. And I'm like, control your behavior so you can be their support system.
Exactly, because you wanna be there.
You want to be there when they need you the most, not when you feel like I'm ready to be there.
All right. Stacey said, my person will only tell me something if it's serious because I'm tearing it up and burning bridges. There's no going back.
That's true.
And GJ3 said, very interesting. Been listening. Homework/study for everyone. Listen to this song, Patti LaBelle, When You Talk About Love.
There you go.
All right. So we're going to get into this last one here. And I told y'all this is going to be a heavier one. This is kind of a little bit more weighted than the other conversations. All right.
Okay.
So just letting y'all know we're stepping into something that's a little bit more serious and it's a little bit more explicit as well. So just be on the lookout for that as well. So we've got a boyfriend and a girlfriend. All right. And, they was in the car and it was, I guess, heated in the moment and they was ready to handle some business. All right. So they're having an intimate moment. And, they kind of get to a point where they're like, all right, we're going to finish this up at home. All right. But while heated and in this intimate moment, they both in the car with nothing on pretty much. And so, he's getting himself together, getting himself back so he could, begin to drive again. And she does something, all right? She does something that's a little discomforting to him, okay? She had a conversation about it in the past, but she decides to stick her finger where the sun does not shine, all right? And as she does this, he's like, okay, whoa. All right, don't do that, all right? But the problem here is she proceeds and continues. And he's like, no, stop. And she's over here talking about, the more that you say no, I'm actually really enjoying this. And so she just keeps on going until she is just really, has her moment, I guess. And so he kind of freezes for a second and just breaks down. All right. And so they drive back home and now he's at a moment to where he doesn't know how to really handle what just happened to him. So, look, y'all in the chat, what? Tay said, out of line. Lovely Samara said, what? So, he wants to know how should he proceed because he was, again, telling her everything and she was not listening to the communication. And it's not like she didn't say anything. She said, the more that you saying no, I'm actually really enjoying it. So she let him know, him saying no, no matter how much he's going to say no, she was going to continue. Samara said, that sounds like abuse. What do you say about this, Queen Lenore?
That's rape. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That is rape, and I don't care how there's no other word for it. And I know people don't want to say that when it's a man, but she violated him, and she raped him. And she enjoyed it. She's a rapist.
As Samara said, he said no, Sharon. Or no, Sharon. And Nicole said, gotta have a safe word.
I thought no was a safe word.
What?
No was it.
Yeah, and Tay said, yeah, that's the R word right there.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what, and that's sad. And you don't think about it when it's a man. We always think about it. If that was a woman, it would have been like, oh my
Hands
God,
down.
like crazy. But because it was a man, it's like, something totally different.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that is exactly what it is. And it's sad because that's what she did. And you should have reported it. And my thing, you should report it. And you told her no. And she said, quote unquote, the more you say no, it is turning me on. So that means she wasn't even trying to stop. That means she was not listening to the safe word. She was not caring what you had to say. She wasn't respecting your boundaries in no way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And I know it's hard for a man to go to the police station and call rape. And you don't get to have like a rape kit and stuff for fingering that area. So it's one of those things that is really hard, but it is what it is, and that's what it was, and you need to report it.
Well,
And she needs to go
DJ3
down.
said, say violator or assault, Love and Live. I think that gets flagged for YouTube.
Oh.
And Stacey said it is because every relationship has boundaries, and she went too far.
Mm-hmm.
There are other things that could have been done. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Samara said, now in that instance, he should have kicked her out the car.
Mm-hmm. But
Stacey
she wouldn't have moved.
she was
decided.
over there in her own mode. She didn't care nothing about him at that moment. Stacey said, and now, how was his in the way of the car? And Ray said, chat may be okay to say the R word, but videos, no, not all videos all the time. So, as they have the, transcription, the AI that goes in to say that they catch that word, it will be flagged.
I didn't know what we were talking about anymore.
So, but anyway,
But
so
yeah,
with that being said with that.
He was driving, so I think when he was trying to put on his clothes is when it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And he, she was there. She had it in position. And I don't think he had a way to get free without laying hands.
Yeah.
But this is where I say, and this is where I feel really bad for men, because if he would have hit her to get her to stop, then you would have saw the abuse on her, and still he would not have got the help that he needed,
mm-hmm.
and they would not care that she sexually assaulted him. They would only care that he hit her, and he's a man. So he didn't have a way out of it without getting in trouble. So I think we need to put that in perspective of this conversation to understand that there's, like, if it was a girl, I'd be like, hit him, da-da-da. But if he would have hit her, then she would have been, oh my God, he hit me and he abused me, and it'd be no longer about how she violated him.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, y'all know the real word I want to say, because I feel like we say violated and assault, it makes it a little softer than what it really is.
Yeah.
But because we're on this channel, I understand what GJ's saying, but literally that's what it is. She argued him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it is.
Lovely Shamar said, GJ3 said, I know it's inconvenient, but because of the way that people online have been
mm-hmm.
it's the way that it's set up to be.
No, I understand and I appreciate the information. But yeah, that's just what it is. I just feel like, that's what it is. And like I said, men have it so hard because, it's always more concern for the woman, but there's so many men that's being assaulted in this way, and they can't come forward because other men will talk about them. Women will deny it, and ain't nobody gonna believe it because he's a man. You're strong enough to get yourself out of this situation. Yeah. But the best way to get her out of the situation is to hit her and knock her butt out. But then who's gonna get in trouble? He is.
It's a compromising position.
So he didn't have a way to fix the situation. Mm-hmm. So we can all come up with, well, why couldn't he do this and why couldn't he do that? A woman can pin a man down, especially in the position of that he was in a car with the steering wheel. So you have the steering wheel involved in you, the woman sitting right there involved with you, and probably the way she was positioned, the only way to get her to get off of you would have been to lay hands on her. But then guess what? He's in trouble, and he still ain't getting help for being violated.
And Nicole said, yes. Was this a relationship or a hookup? Because she does not respect him at all. Bye, Felicia.
It was a relationship, he said.
On her wrist sounds like appropriate to me.
Yeah.
And we got to welcome somebody. She's precious to us. We've got Precious Pieces. She says, hey, y'all.
Hey.
What's going on,
How
Precious
you doing?
Pieces? And Shakita said, yes, it's really sad. Men are people, too.
They are. And that's why I always say that, even when it comes to, and we have this conversation, and I know everybody gets mad because they get quiet. Nobody says nothing. When I get mad when I'm always wondering what happened for a man to hit a woman, because they are people. And I have brothers, okay? I have brothers. And I tell you, when one of my brothers was getting hit by a girl, and the girl kept hitting him, and he was like, I was like, why don't you just hit her back? Because mom said I can't hit her. The heck you mean? I said, she hit you. So I had to go over there and beat her up, but I'm like, why do I need to do this? She hit you, you hit her back. Because I feel like if a woman steps in a man's place to hit him, then don't be talking about, because he's stronger and all this. Don't hit him. He's still a human being. And even though his punches might be harder than your punches still hurt. If your words hurt just as much. If you get mad and a man says something all crazy to you, and then you can hit him, but he can't hit you, it's a problem. And as I said, men get it so hard because they don't have any protection for them because they're men, and that's how you're supposed to keep it, is that they're men. But no, they got feelings. It hurts, and they got a lot of issues too. But we don't think about that as human beings. And I feel that's why I said even with this, he probably is not going to go to the police station and do that because he has no proof that this happens. There's no art kit to help him with this. You know what I mean? Because even with a woman, we're looking for the S stuff, and women ain't got no S stuff with the fingers.
Samara said, I was listening to a group years ago about men being abused that way by women, or even emotional abuse. And Tay said, that spot is a violation for most men too. She knew better.
Yes, she did. And you knew she knew because she said the more you say no, it's turning her on.
Mm-hmm. And DJ3 said, there are issues today.
Yes.
And so, I just think that discussion right there is something to talk about because, again, in that position right there, he's over here looking what he should do because now she wants to apologize and everything, but the damage has been done. And I think, the problem is if you flip everything around, it'd be obvious for us to say, plain as day. But because he is in the position that he's in, he's kind of conflicted and he doesn't feel what should he do in the situation?
Because he's not going to get the support that he needs. And that's how he feels. And I feel the same way. And I'm not even him. And I wasn't even violated like that with him. He got violated. But he feels like he's not going to get any support. And I feel the same way. I feel like he go to the police station. They're not going to work hard on it. Because they can't. How are they going to prove a finger? Mm-hmm. How are they going to prove anything?
Yeah, not just that. Then, of course, they
always ask the questions
like you should have defended yourself. Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, you caused it because you guys were heated in the moment. Mm-hmm. And it's going to always be working in the woman's favor. And I'm saying men need help too in this area. Because there's so many men that are getting violated like this and sexual assaulted like this. And they have no help. And wonder why they act crazy or mean and go buck wild because this is what it is. And nobody cares. And I'm just saying we have to realize men need help in this situation. And stop acting like men can't get violated, like they can't get assaulted. And, since there's no proof, is your word against her? Yes, it is. And his butt is the one that got violated. And when she said, the more you say no, the hotter she getting. It was like a turn on. She is a predator.
And
did I say predator?
Yeah. Stay. Well, that one too. If you say that too much, that's flag too now. But Stay said agree. The damage has been done.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I just think that one right there was just kind of one to just be more mindful of because again, this is a real person and they are feeling like they can't go about things properly because of the position that they're in. And so I think that, that is just good to bring up the conversation and, be able to talk about that. Stacey said not only that, but when you ask for help in situations like that, for women too, you're often judged. And that's damaging too.
It is.
Yeah.
So you get violated over and over again, and it's really sad. And
it's never to discredit any abuse towards a woman, but I feel like it's so much harder for a man in this position to do that because, you're not man enough. Even women is going to look at you like, are you could have just defended yourself. Like, what's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone will have that gaze upon the person. And again, like they said, there's already a stigma to it to where people are not wanting to vocalize what has happened to them because, they're looked at a certain type of way. But then on top of that, now it's also a pride thing. And it's also a masculinity kind of conversation where now you'll be kind of deflated based on your confession or letting that off your chest. But I just feel like, it was an important conversation to have. And GJ3 said, men getting violated, there's a word for that, seducing. No, that was not seduction at all.
Yeah.
And he said some could be very seductive today. Now that was beyond.
That wasn't seductive. That wasn't seducing. That was straight violating. That was straight like the R word, and that was what it was.
And Lovely Samara said some men don't have the luxury to hit a woman in defense because they weren't raised that way.
And it's not even that, but even if he did hit her,
it's the way that it looks.
Then it would take away from the situation anyway. He still wouldn't have got help because now she's going to go, he hit me. How dare he hit me? And then because he's a man and he hit a woman, that's a whole nother conversation. So now he's going down for the count because he will hit a woman. And then he's going to have that on his rep as he was the one that was violated. So I understand him not hitting her. Because... You know, and at that point, if I was him, I would have hit her hard, so it would have been a hard hit. She would have been knocked out. But then he still would have been the person that was wrong. And that's what I'm saying. How would he be able to protect himself without being the person that's wrong? And then who's going to be able to check anything to prove it's his word against hers? It's all those different things. He doesn't have a case. Men don't get cases that help him in this situation unless it was recorded.
Well, and Nicole said it sounds like that was just her nature. She knew who to try that with. It's not her first and not her last time.
Exactly.
So I just think, Tasha, I don't know if she had something else to say, but just on that note, I just think it's crazy. GJ3 said when you carefully look at the way how a woman can violate a man, there's some very well done seducing going on, especially if he didn't realize what was going on or she slipped him something.
You know, this one, they was hot and bothered. He was trying to put his clothes on, and that's when it happened.
She just got to whatever her intention was.
And then how she locked it in, he couldn't get away. He told her, no, stop, don't, please, no. And she said, ooh, the more you say no, it's making me hotter and hotter. And so then she went until she released, and when she released, then she felt good, and then she was like, well, I'm sorry. She's I don't know if I can. I don't even know what to say.
Monster.
There you go.
Yeah, so I just think that was very important to have the conversation with that.
Yeah, that was.
But sorry to leave you guys on a more sour type of note. But it is an important conversation.
Yes.
Well, we about to close out, y'all. We had some good conversations today. And again, how do you feel about that criminal one? Do you feel like his wife is doing some criminalities? What do you feel she is doing? And if you know, if you think you know, drop it in the comments. Are we gonna close out?
Before we close out, I also want to be able to let's pray for one of our fellow YouTubers. They're going through something, and I just want to lift up my sis, Sandra Clark, aka Boo Bear.
Boo Bears.
Yes, let's pray for her and her family. And just, don't need to know details. Just pray for her, because when you're going through, you need all the prayers you can get. So let's make sure we pray for her and stuff like that. She needs all the prayers she can get today. And she's such a loving person, and we just want to give support to them.
Yeah, send a prayer towards Sandra Clark, a.k.a. Boo Bear. She's very kind, very loving. And Wellness Room, I'm going to say amen. Oreo said great topics today. And we about to close out by saying, remember to love and live each day as if it were your last. Thank y'all for watching.
Smooches.
Y'all go ahead and take care.
Yo. L&L. L&L. Woo. Love and Lil Show. It's hot. Taste it hot. I'm ready. Love and Lil. Let's go. Love and Lil Show. Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting. Eli always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning. For your royalty. Love and live empire. Bringing all the heat. Wanna taste that heat? Woo. Try to taste the heat. Woo. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Woo. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Great heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you
Favorite nephew, Lenora. She know it's the truth.
Chris? Everybody love Chris. Love it.
It's the love and live show. It's the love and live show.
Love and live.
It's the love and live
We like to having fun.
Get up each day, love and live. Get up each day, love and live.
Love and live each day as if it was your last.
The love and live show.
Smooches.
The love and live show. Love and live.
Yep.
This is Love and Live Shop.